Hey everybody, so I wanted to um walk through a new search engine, which I know seems a bit odd these days because we all just Google everything. I think Google has some sort of 90 odd, 95 odd percent market share. But there's a kind of an app that caught my eye, Neeva. So Neeva is made by I believe a couple of people who actually did work on Google search who left Google. And the idea is that it's ad free and that you pay per month. So they have a kind of a free tier and then a premium tier. So I'm on the free tier right now, and you can kind of see my homepage here, where you have New Haven County, right? You've got some weather. I put some random stocks in here, and you get kind of a news feed. And then they have these little ways you can kind of curate your news feed, which I think is cool. It's an interesting way to, I could say I want less Newsweek, and I get this little thing down. If I change it, I get the plus. I don't know what this news guard is, but oh, here we go. They kind of break things down. Um, they're just kind of interesting if you're curious when you see things. Sometimes you get an article and you're not quite sure the source, or if you just never want to see the New York Times again, you can just hit preferred less. Um, so it's kind of cool. You get a curated kind of list on your homepage here. And you can set up got my Google Calendar over here. So now if we move down to apps, you can kind of connect some of your third party apps into this. So you can kind of make like a personal search. Um, as a person who uses 7 different apps on a given day, this was kind of compelling to me. So I hooked up a couple and I just started playing around with it a little bit. And you could see the premium tag on some of these. For the monthly fee, you can kind of connect to more. Fascinating. I haven't played enough with it yet, but I think it's kind of a cool way to get more out of your search. Spaces is kind of like a bookmarking section. Again, I just kind of have some random stuff I threw in here, but you can kind of see there's some options. You can open all the links. You can add new items, and then my favorite app, Cloudflare. You can share this with people. You can kind of publish it, get people's feedback. Um, kind of curate a discussion. Um, Again, kind of cool to have it baked in. Um, and then you can see the membership tier on the free tier, but if you upgrade, you can kind of get access to those premium apps, and then you get some more benefits. So it's $50 a year. Again, not huge, $5 a month, $50 a year, but also when Google search is free and excellent, it's hard to justify, but let's go through and let's see, we got a little support, which makes sense because it's a new app, and then an incognito search, which literally opens up an incognito window, which is kind of cool. Um, so let's do a couple searches here just to show you. So I'm a big soccer fan. I would do a Premier League search. You get your knowledge panel like you would get in Google. You get people also search for um this little kind of bookmark icon is where you connect you to those spaces. Um, so again, I got the official site right away. I got some, relevant links right away. But if we go over in Google, same results, you can see kind of this is a good example of seeing the difference here. Um, Cool thing about this is if you're a fan, you can kind of get quick access to the upcoming games, quick access to scores, right? So I personally found like or search results like this to be the hardest thing that I've missed. Um, you know, they have I think have they did I see some other things up here? Yeah, you got the news carousel, but there's definitely some of those little gadgets and widgets, whatever you like to call them, that are kind of missing from here. But the search results were, you know, didn't really miss them too much. Let's see. Okay. Oh, here we go. So they're starting to put some scores in on some of the search results. As you can see, not everything yet, but kind of an interesting kind of get this little side panel here. Again, not that different than Google, but there's a lot less tracking. Um, and if we go over to our maps, which is something that um, never seen anyone get close to Google on, so just do like vegan trans me. Um, all right, so this is interesting because it pulled Kansas City, and I'm not near Kansas City. Um, I don't know if I have my location turned on. Let's do New City. Um, okay, so I don't think they pulled my location at the moment, so the near me doesn't work, which is I think okay. But you can see they have looks like they're using Apple Maps. If you could see down here, and they're pulling results from Yelp, so it's an interesting kind of aggregator of all these things. Um, and if we can kind of zoom in, and then let's click on a restaurant, to the website, click it over to Google Maps, click over to Apple Maps. We can get directions, which would be interesting to see where it pulls. Oh, and it just links you over to Google Maps, which is fascinating. So it's pretty new. Um, I think there's definitely um some promise. It's probably one of the better alternative search engines I tried, and it's still relatively new. Um, and they have a free tier, so I think it's worth kind of signing up and checking out. If you're looking for something, a little less tracky. But so it's Neeva.com. It's pretty cool. I'm still playing with it. I moved it as the default browser on a couple of my default searches on a couple of my browsers. So I use it a little bit more and more, and so far so good. I've been liking it. So thanks everybody.